time we share, with a dash of this and a pinch of that, mixed all up with care. The best company and conversation, recipes and new creations. We're cooking up something good here at home. We are cooking up something good here at home.
Well, hello. We're so glad you joined us today at Home Family. It's always good when the family comes together, and today is no different than every other day. We're glad when you stop in your busy schedules to take time just to grab a cup of tea or a glass of coffee or a cup of coffee or a glass of iced coffee, I was thinking, or iced tea, and just sit down and say, I'm going to take a break. And maybe we can help you with some of your meal plans or some of the things that you need to be preparing for your family. And we feel it's a privilege to come into your home in that respect, that you invite us to come into your home, because that's your personal space. And when you turn us on, you're welcoming us to come into your living room, bedroom, or wherever you're watching it. And I count that really a privilege. And I thank you for that family. We have a great, great, great big family, thousands and thousands of viewers that have all become part of our at-home family. And we appreciate every one of you. When you send for your recipes, even during our times when we're telephoning and raising funds to keep us on the air, that you give a gift. We appreciate that so much, family, because it's with your letting us know how much you enjoy this program and that you want to keep it on the air. That's how decisions are made. And we're really thankful for that. When we have our cookbooks, you buy the cookbooks, and all that money goes toward keeping us on the air. So I appreciate that so very, very much. I also want you to know that this is the latest copy of our Enjoy newsletter that comes either in this hard copy or it comes in an e-zine style, which you can get on the internet, which comes right to your address, your email address every month for a subscription of $15. This one, you send one time and subscribe for $25, and it comes for a whole year. You never have to send a envelope or anything. It comes to you automatically. So you might think about this for the new bride, because she's just learning to cook. This might help her out with some good meals, because they're easy to do recipes. They're not difficult. They're not hard. And, or, you know, somebody's really a techie and really enjoys getting on the internet and looking around. How about a subscription for that, you know? But they're just some ideas. You know, I think that even a kid going away to college, if he has the opportunity, has his own place, this would be a real help for them. So the address is on the bottom of the screen. If you want to subscribe, that's where you do it. Well, today we're going to go a little oriental. Oriental, yeah. We're going to make a really good orange chicken stir fry with fresh vegetables, and we're going to serve that over rice and some chow mein noodles. And then we also are having husband Paul's going to be here with us for all the fan club, and we're going to make he's making a Chinese egg drop soup, which I think is a good accompaniment with that. And I'm going to make a wonderful dessert. And we just have a few other little surprises. So stay tuned. Here's today's at-home hint. Marinating meat with citrus can give it a mealy texture. If you like citrus, a little squeeze of lemon or lime is always a good way to finish the dish instead. Well, as I said, Paul and I are going to do a Chinese dinner. And we like Chinese food. We kind of like it. It's not something we eat every day or like go often, but you like the soup really well. So he's going to make us what? Egg drop?
Egg drop soup.
Okay. And that's pretty easy. What do you have going there? What's in the pan?
I have 4 cups of chicken broth.
Okay.
And then I have, I'm going to put 2 eggs in it after I beat them.
Okay.
And then I have some chives.
No, green onion.
Green onions. Are they not the same?
No, they're not. Like I said, he doesn't cook a whole lot. But
I'm learning.
He's learning, that's right.
And then I'll put a little bit of salt in there to taste.
Some
and
pepper.
a little bit of pepper.
And you're going to drop the eggs in there.
Oh, yes, I'm going to put them
But there's a technique that we're going to watch
very
how he does
slowly.
that. Right.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to make the dessert. This is a tropical angel food cake. And I already have my angel food cake. Buy one at the store, or if you want to make one, go ahead. But I've just cut it in half. Looks like the world's biggest donut or bagel, but it isn't. It's a cake. And I've just toasted off some coconut. We did that in this little skillet. You got to be careful with that because there's sugar content in the coconut, and you certainly don't want, if you turn your back, it'll get burned. So keep an eye on it. And we did that in this skillet. So I'm going to make my topping for this angel food cake in the same skillet. And what I'm putting in here are some tidbits, pineapple tidbits. It's an 8-ounce can. And we drained it. Just put those in there. Then this is a small can of evaporated milk. Not sweetened, condensed, evaporated. How are we doing, Paul? Let me see here.
Is this pretty good?
Let me show you. To beat this up, you have to get like this and just, that's the way you do it. That's the way it gets totally mixed. And you got to do that for a while to get some fluff going in there. Okay?
Okay. Do I need to beat more?
Yeah, you need to beat some more. That wasn't enough. And your soup is boiling, so you're about ready to go with that. Now, there's a technique to dropping those eggs into that boiling soup. We're going to show you that in a minute. In a minute. Don't do it yet. I got to get this on here, let it get cooking. So that was some butter that went into that. Can we turn this up, please? Because this has to come to a boil.
Is that good?
Let me see. A little bit more. A little bit more. That's good. And we just want to mix this around. Make sure it combines. Then this has to cook for between 5 and 7 minutes until it thickens, okay? And I'm just going to let that go ahead and cook. Now, let's do your...
Should I turn this
Turn
down?
that down just a little bit, honey. Okay. Let's get your... Now, we're going to pour these in. Here's what you have to do. Let me have this. You want to make this go in a circle like that. While that's going in a circle, you're going to pour this in shreds, just like that, all around the pan, all around the pan, all around the pan. See how that goes? Now, there you are. Now all you want to do is break it up, make sure it's in pieces, just like that, and put your there you go, your onions and your salt and your pepper. Now that's low sodium broth that we used.
Yeah, that's what we like, low sodium.
Well, we can control it then. You know, it's not like we have to put a ton of stuff there. So you might want to turn that down a little bit so that the egg will cook. Yeah, because we don't want to need it to cook real long. There you go. And what about some pepper?
I'll put some pepper.
Okay, good. Now,
I need to stir it.
stir some more. Now, once I get this thickening done with this topping for our tropical angel food cake, I'm going to add some walnuts and the coconut to it, and we're going to spread half of it here and put the other half on top. Oh my, it's going to be delicious. But you have to cook this down and let it come to the full boil. So you know what? We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to finish with our orange chicken stir fry. Oh, delicious. We'll be right back. Well, we're getting our wok heated up because we're going to make some stir fry now. And this is unusual because it's beautiful boneless chicken. And we're going to add orange flavor, a lot of orange flavor. Orange, mandarin oranges, orange zest, orange juice. I like that combination, I really do. But you want to get the pan hot. Remember, you're using a wok. It cooks very quickly. And so this is 6 chicken breasts that we've cut up in small pieces. And there's a variety of all kind of ingredients that we're going to put into that. But it's going to be good when we get to the end. And Paul, you know, when you go to a Chinese restaurant, you usually have a cup of hot tea. Well, we just thought, you make such good iced tea. He's going to show you how he makes his iced tea. And you usually use like a commercial iced tea maker.
That is correct. Because
they're easy to do, and they're just so convenient. And tell us how you get started. Go ahead.
Okay. I take a little bit of water, and I put in here. Am I going to speak aloud? Just do it.
Me, I'm just dropping my chicken in there. This is a lot of chicken. We cut them in small pieces so they cook fast. That's important. Really important. Look how fast that's cooking already. I don't even have the rest of it into the wok. That's why I like to use a wok, because they'll go up the sides and you cook it all quickly. Just going to dump the rest of it in there. There we go. That's a lot of chicken, and that's 6 chicken breasts. But you want this is going to cook for about 5 to 7 minutes, so we can get good. Make sure that they're cooked well. Okay. Okay, Paul, what are you doing over there? How many tea bags, baby? How many tea bags?
I put 6 in there.
What size are they? Let's see.
They are regular size tea bag.
Okay. And we usually use decaffeinated tea because we don't like the caffeine. And we buy the bigger ones.
And we buy the family pack. And I only use 2 tea bags on that.
But because we have the smaller ones, he's using 6. You just drop that in that little basket thing.
I'm going to make some
Then
noise.
you're going to make noise. What else is new? Huh? Look at that chicken. It's really cooking nicely. You want to get a little brown on it, so you just keep turning it over, making sure it all gets cooked well. Now, while he's setting up his ice, I'm going to add my ingredients for my sauce that will go over this. I have 2 cups of orange juice in this bowl, and I've drained the mandarin oranges, so that juice is also in this bowl. Now I'm going to do soy sauce, okay? And we have some orange marmalade. I just, you know, when I was a kid, I never cared too much for marmalade. Boy, the older I get, I really like that because I like that citrus flavor, like it real well. So we're just going to put some of that in there. That'll really punch up the flavor. Okay. And we have orange, this is a couple of tablespoons of orange zest from the oranges, fresh from the oranges. Okay. Got a little bit of salt. Garlic cloves minced fine. Got those in there. And brown sugar. That goes in also. What are we doing now, Paul? Tell us what you did.
I'm waiting for it to brew.
What did you do?
Okay, I put ice in there. Then I turned it on after I put the water in. And it brews, it goes into this basket.
So the water comes up, it heats up, comes up, drops into the
Drops
basket.
in there.
And then what?
Then it'll brew and it'll go down
It'll
into the
drain
milky
out,
ice.
okay, over the ice. And then as it goes over the ice, it cools down. Oh, yeah.
Takes a couple minutes.
Yeah, but not very long.
No.
Not very long at all. And I'll tell you, that is a really, it's a good balanced way. It's a way of always having consistently the same kind of iced tea. And then we're going to make a simple syrup, which is 1 cup of sugar and 1 cup of water. And you put that on, you let that boil until the sugar totally melts, there's no grains. And then you're gonna add that to sweeten it. Or, like we do at home, we use Sweet and Low, and we put fresh lemon and the Sweet and Low, and it's wonderful. It's refreshing. We hardly ever without it in our refrigerator. And I can't tell you how many of those contraptions we bought for friends and said, oh, that's the best. And we say, well, you can have it too. And we always get it for them too. So, okay, this chicken's coming along beautifully. Now, Paul, how many glasses of iced tea will that make?
That'll make about a 10-ounce glass.
How many?
I would make about 4.
About 40 ounces. So that's pretty good. And, you know, you can fill it up with ice, again, as I said, and pour it over it again. It really comes out real crisp and cold. And the key to knowing if it's good iced tea or not is if when you pick it up, if you can see through it, you know it's good iced tea. If it's all cloudy, it's either old or it has not been brewed properly. So hopefully you made it right.
That's correct.
We'll know in a little bit. You're going to get us a glass and we're going to pour some when it gets done?
Yes.
Okay. That's good. You want to get the glasses now?
Yeah.
Okay. Chicken's coming along. Wow, this chicken's doing great. Let me see. I think it's pretty much done. Yep. There's no pink left anywhere in this chicken. That's what we want. Now we're going to add our sauce ingredients, which, as I put together before, is the orange juice and the zest. That's going right into the skillet now. We're just going to drop that in. Oh, that's going to make such a great sauce. Oh, makes your mouth water just thinking about it. Okay. And we want that to come up to a nice boil, because it really needs to. And when it boils, then we're going to, in fact, I'm going to add my veggies now. This is a small can of mandarin oranges that have been drained, and that's going in, just like that. And some parboiled carrots. Makes nice for a stir fry. You could add any kind of vegetables you want. If you notice, there's no onion in this, but there is garlic. Whatever you want to add to it, you can. And we parboiled the broccoli a little bit so that it would not be hard. I don't like when it's hard when you're trying to have a stir fry and the vegetables are so hard. I don't like that. But look how beautiful the colors come in that. Beautiful. Now, this is going to come up to a boil very shortly. And when it does, we're just going to add some cornstarch, just a little bit, powder over, and keep stirring it until it becomes as thick as you want it to be. What are we doing over there, mister?
I'm cutting lemon for the
Look at that. How
iced tea.
beautiful is that tea?
And when you use the lemon, make sure that you wash it very thoroughly.
Absolutely. Got to get all the stuff off the outside. And he's just going to float those lemons inside the tea. You really want that to be really, really, really cold. That's the key to iced tea, and that's the key to making it refreshing. If you start to learn how to make that, you'll make it all summer. We make it all winter long because Paul doesn't drink any kind of sodas or pops or anything like that, and I hardly do anymore. So that's the kind of the drink that we have in the house, that and water, a lot of water. And it's always refreshing, always delicious, and always something you really look forward to. Nice big glass of iced tea. Yummy. Well, this is coming to a boil. I'm going to thicken it. When we come back, we'll be at the table. We're going to bring everything out that we made today and share it with you. Here's how you can get today's recipes and the whole month's worth and a whole lot more. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's program. It certainly has been different than what we normally do, but a lot of the same ingredients, just treated a little different because this is Chinese flavor, Oriental flavor. And first of all, this is this egg drop soup. Doesn't that look great? Oh my goodness, that is so tasty. Honey, you did a really good job on that.
Thank you.
I mean, really, really, I'm surprised.
That I could do so good.
Well, it looks so good. I can't wait to taste it too. And then we also made our chicken. That's the orange. Oh my goodness, the smell in here is just phenomenal. The orange chicken stir fry with that great orange flavor to that. It's excellent. And we're serving it over plain rice, which we have here, our cooked rice. And we also have our chow mein noodles. So you can either mix them or you can do them separately, whichever you prefer, whichever you like. And then this is the cake that we made. I just embellished a little bit with some whipped cream around there because I thought that looked a little festive. And I tell you what, there's that topping, the pineapple and all that. I split the layers, and there's a layer of that in between the two layers of angel food cake. That's a knockout. You just have to keep it refrigerated if there's any leftovers. Depending on how many people are at your house to eat, there probably won't be many leftovers, right?
Right.
And then Paul made his ever delicious iced tea. Look how clear that is. Isn't that beautiful? And if you like stronger tea, if you like it more pungent, this kind of got watered down because we put a lot of ice in here, and it does water it down, but it certainly does not deter the flavor. It's excellent. And again, you can use sweet and low in that. I don't use aspartame. We kind of got away from aspartame. It's not good for you. In fact, it's very poor for you. It's bad. And we use the saccharin, which is sweet and low, and it makes delicious. It really makes a delicious drink to always have around the house. Again, you know, I want to tell you that we have these recipes always available every program and every month. You can individually write for them, just get 1 month's worth, or for $25 one-time fee per year, it will come right to your door without you ever having to ask for it after the original subscription. It comes automatically. You don't miss anything. If you go for a subscription on the internet, and you can go to ctvn.org, where you'll find the at-home page there. You can subscribe, and that entitles you to watch old copies of At Home. The recipes come to you the first part of the month. I'm telling you, either way, that's only $15 for a whole year. So I hope you've enjoyed today's program. Honey, I always love it when you're here.
Oh, thank you.
Because the fans like them too. So be sure to join us the next time, because it just wouldn't be the same without you right here at home. God bless.
Food provided by Jordan Banana Company, wholesalers of fresh fruit and vegetables in Dravosburg, Pennsylvania.
Cornerstone Television wishes to thank all our faithful viewers whose consistent prayers and financial support have made this program possible.